Today we are going to see what you need to show with your performance to make the jury vote for you. This is a crucial question that musicians are looking to find an answer for and the source of confusion for many musicians. And I hope by the end of this video it will become clear for you and you will no longer have doubts about it. Hi, it's Vagan with Audition Rebels. If you are looking to get a job in an orchestra, this channel is providing tips and tools to help you with your audition preparation. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Also, if you didn't watch the previous video yet, I highly recommend you watch it to find out one of the reasons musicians fail with their auditions, and that is also the foundation upon which you build your successful audition. You will find the link to that video in the description below. So, what do you need to show with your performance to convince the jury and to make them vote for you? Look, I saw musicians sometimes so confused about how they should play for an audition. I know a guy who played more than 20 auditions, and when we met together for the first time, he had so many controversial feedbacks, he was totally confused and didn't know anymore what to do and how to play. Once he got feedback that he played too solistically. For the next audition he tried to play more preserves, and he was told you have to be yourself on stage to show more your personality. Another time he was told that he played Mozart too romantic, with too much vibrato. Then next time he tried to play with less vibrato and that didn't work either. All the feedback he got about his style, excerpts, too fast, too slow, imagine all the chaos he had in his head. And this is just one of many examples of musicians that are confused and looking for answers. And by the way, what question do you have regarding orchestra audition? Let us know in the comments and we will do our best to answer your question in our upcoming videos. So let's dive in and see what juries expect to hear at an audition and what you need to show with your performance to make the jury vote for you. First of all, let's agree on one thing. Music is subjective. There is no way to measure it and to say what's right and what's wrong in music. Everyone has his own opinion about music, and what I like may be different from what you like. And so, considering that sometimes we have 30 plus musicians sitting in the jury, everyone with different tastes and with their own ideas about the music, here is what I find interesting when we look at vote results. There are candidates who get very few voices, sometimes even 0 voices. It's an absolute clear decision for the jury. Then there are candidates that get a close number of yeses and nos. And then there are those candidates who get the majority of the jury voting yes for them, sometimes even unanimously. It's an easy decision for the jury, no questions, no discussions. Now, what I want to point out here is, what do candidates do differently to make the majority of the juries vote one or the other way, considering that everyone in the jury has different tastes and different opinions? That's interesting, isn't it?
These are competition and prize winners. If they are participating, then of course others won't have any chance.
Well, that's not always the case. I personally know musicians, international competition and prize winners that didn't pass even the first round auditioning for our orchestra. Behind the screen, no one cares about your wins and prizes. Behind the screen, you are just the next candidate like every other candidate. The only thing that matters is how well you will play right there, right at that moment. Now, back to the question. How do some candidates play to stand out from others and grab the attention of the jury? Let's see what musicians from different orchestras say about what is important for them to vote for a candidate. From the beginning, for me it is important to hear the basic qualities. For me, mostly the rhythm and the quality of the sound. Intonation issues here and there I can tolerate, considering a candidate could be stressed. But if the rhythm isn't solid and I don't like the sound, then for me that's a no. Alejandro Núñez, Principal Horn, Symphony Orchestra Basel. The quality of sound, intonation and musicality of a musician should shine from the beginning already. Lev Sivkov, Solo Cello, Opern House, Zurich. First impression is very important, especially sound quality. It's also your chance to show your individuality more. Alexander Velinzon, Associate Concertmaster, Boston Symphony Orchestra. Sometimes you have a candidate, a personality, an artist, but unfortunately the basics aren't there. Sometimes you have a candidate playing perfectly, intonation, rhythm, nice sound, but missing something else. Then you say to yourself, you wish to hear the guy having both. Guillaume Yell, Principal Trumpet, Berliner Philharmoniker. The basic qualities like a healthy intonation, beautiful sound quality, beautiful vibrato, good bow technique, and of course the musicality in the character of the piece are highly valued. These very aspects serve as a foundation to win an audition, says Adrian Mustea, first principal viola from Bayerische Staatsoper. As you see, all those musicians share the same opinion about what is important for them to vote for a candidate. And that is the combination of the quality of your basics and the interpretation of the piece you play. I know what you have just heard sounds obvious, but I want you to know that the majority of the candidates are failing to show their basic qualities. They are more concerned with the interpretation, not giving much attention to the basics, which is understandable also because the different feedback they get is mostly about their interpretation. So naturally they start to look for the solution in that direction. One can be lucky if that day no one else was showing better basic skills and pass with the interpretation only. I doubt, however, it can ever happen. But if there is someone who can show excellent basics and a good interpretation, then the decision is going to be very clear for the jury. That's how some musicians make a difference and stand out from others, showing high quality basic skills, intonation, rhythm, sound quality, and interpretation.
Yes, I know all that. I practice hours to make my playing as good as I can. I really work hard on my basics. The problem I have is that I lose almost everything with this stress, and I really struggle with it during the audition.
My friend, know that you are not alone having this problem. It's actually a big challenge for many musicians. The question is, what can we do about it? Is there actually something we can do to deal with stress on stage? Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned, because in the upcoming videos we are going to discuss the stage fright, where it comes from, how can we deal with it, and what we can do to bring our best performance on stage. Please like and share this video with your friends if you find it valuable. Again, don't forget to watch the previous video to find out one of the reasons so many musicians fail with their auditions, and that is also the foundation upon which you built your successful audition. Take care, and I will see you next time.